What's poppin', T Subs, the T Squad? Child, look. Now, I know I said I was not finna watch to- Toya and Reginae because I was gonna say Toyota and Refrigerator Head, but I ain't even gonna do that. Because the show was actually cute, surprising. Toya and Reginae, season one, y'all getting episodes one and two. I ain't had no hopes for it. But then once I watched episode one and it kind of caught me a little bit interested, I went on ahead and watched episode two. And that kept me a little bit interested too. So y'all just about to get both of them in one review. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the season or the reviews, whatever y'all want to call it, and then that would determine if this stays on the repertoire or not. But I felt as though it was a little bit cute, so why not? So this is going to be episode one, Life Off the Gram. So Reginae got a new movie role coming out from a movie that she already starred in. I think it's called The Boxer, The Box In. I don't know, something to do with fighting and boxing, child. I don't know. And she's in the boxing ring practicing for her little role or whatever. And Toya come around there. So Reginae says that she feels a way when people assume she gets certain roles because of her dad. But she says that people don't see, all of the times that she got rejected. They don't see all of the hard work that goes into doing her lines. And she says, listen, when I do these auditions or whatever, she's there by herself. She's not there with her mama or her daddy. So, she don't really rock with people when they say things like that. And I feel where Reginae is coming from, especially if you really honestly are working hard to do it on your own. You know what I mean? So I do get and understand Reginae's feelings. And to that, I just say this: keep doing your thing, Reginae. All right. If you really doing it and you doing it on your own cognizance, do your thing, sis. And forget what the hell people trying to say. Moving on. Toya opens up about not being as close with her younger sister Beatty. And she wants Reginae to maintain a close relationship with her sister because of that. But she feels as though the only reason why her and Beatty aren't as close as they can be is because of her girlfriend Mel. And we could get the girlfriend and Mel in a situation later. So Beatty goes to see Toya's friend Danielle, and she's basically talking about her feelings about what's going on between her and Toya and all of that. And about Toya and Reginae for that matter, really not fooling with her girlfriend Mel. Um, I look, the whole thing was weird. Beatty got mad at Toya when Toya posted a picture of all of her and all of her bridesmaids down to her wedding. But Beatty wasn't in the picture. Well, Beatty wasn't in the picture because Beatty was too busy full out line and kikiing around with Mel, and that's why she missed the chance to be in the picture. Toya posted the picture. It made Beatty feel away. They had got into it about it. And Toya feels like the only reason why Beatty felt the way about that situation from the very beginning was because of the fact that Mel felt the way. Basically, she feels as though the only reason why her sister felt the way was because Mel felt the way. Could be, could be. I ain't gonna sit here and act like a lot of times when it comes to these relationships, these boyfriends or girlfriends, that they don't try to create and curate drama between the family or the siblings where there do not need to be. I don't know nothing about Mel. Could this be the situation with them? Maybe not. But this is everybody's experience of her. And if you got family friends saying this about her, as well as family members saying this about her, who are we supposed to believe? Just asking. Um, Reginae and Armand at Reginae's house while she getting her hair braided and everything, child. And she says that they're just trusting the relationship process. They're not trying to rush anything, so on and so forth. But girl, what you mean not rush anything? That's your man. And we all know him as being your man. All right, girl, claim that fine ass specimen before somebody else like me come and do it. Okay, moving on, because I ain't above taking your man, because I still don't fool with you like that. Moving on. Hey, Armar, fine girl, Armar and Trey could both get honey. I want both of them at the same damn time. Call me what y'all want. Yes, I am. I answer to it. I want them both. Period. Moving on. Amon wants to move to LA, and Reginae wants to too, but she's too concerned about how Toya gonna feel. Listen, let me tell you something, Reginae. Your mama overgrown and restless with a whole nother damn child, an adolescent child at this point. Girl, if you don't move to LA and quit worrying about your mama, she gonna be just fine. She a whole damn married woman with a leg with a little jet. Your mama gonna be all right, child. Move on. Toya take Miss Anita, her mama, out shopping. Shout out to Miss Anita. Hey, Miss Anita. Toya was getting on her about her health because Miss Anita said that she ain't went to the doctor in the whole year. Excuse me. Now, when you say a doctor, do you mean your general physician, or are you talking about doctors? Period. Because girl, so you ain't got a pap in a year? Let me tell you something, Mama Anita. That is one thing that you don't play with. Now you can skip the dentist if you wanna. You could skip the optometrist if need be. But girl, you don't ever skip them OB appointments. What you mean, Mama Anita? I go and get my shit checked out, girl. What the hell you got going on, Mama Anita? If you don't listen, Mama Anita, please quit playing with your health. On a serious tip, quit playing with your health, Mama Anita. You are a woman of a certain age. You 58. I'm just saying, Mama Anita. My mama passed that 63. Please make sure you go and get your health check and do what you got to do so that you could be here for your people because they obviously love you and they want you around. Quit playing with your health, Mama Anita. You know you ain't been to the doctor in a while when you confuse the pap smear with a mammogram. Like, get it together, Mama Anita. Moving on. Danielle comes through and she tells Toya about the conversation she had with Beatty. Toya feels like they should just sit down and have a family dinner so that everybody could get whatever they need to get off their chest, and they could move on to be hotsy totsy. And I agree with that. Toya and Red down to their fitness studio. Evidently, Red owns this fitness studio, and Toya owns it with him. Obviously, it's doing what it needs to do, and that's cute. And speaking of cute, shout out to Red. Hey, Red. I guess Kaya asked online when she told us back in 2017 that nigga what that because she said it was a nigga named Red, and then here it is, you with a nigga named Red. Not to bring up Kaya, not to bring up Thug Missus to y'all, because I know y'all don't fool with her. But yeah, girl, I was there. She read y'all down. Anyway, Reginae at home with Armand and she working on her lines. That was a real cute scene between them. So Tonya and Red have date night and she opens up about her brother Casey, as well as Beatty. Listen, Casey is one of them people who is just going to blame everybody for their failures and their mistakes. He's going to blame y'all as to why he got locked up. He going to blame y'all as to why he ain't where he want to be in life. Just like he's blaming y'all for his music career popping. Listen, Casey, we sick and tired of seeing 30 somethings trying to break it into the music industry. Now I don't know if you're 30, but I can look at you and tell that you ain't in your 20s. Man, I don't know. Maybe but at the end of the day, Casey, friend, go to work. Okay, go to work, do a trade. Like listen, why do and whenever a nigga go to the penitentiary, the minute he get out, the first thing he want to do is hit the damn studio. Like Casey, go to work. Okay, no shade, Casey, because you real handsome, but go to work. Okay, or go work at Strippingdales or something. Then that'll be right up your alley. Do a OnlyFans. I'll subscribe, but go to work. Moving on. Um, Reginae and Armand following each other hits social media. I really didn't care then, and I don't care now. Moving on. Toya's family dinner. Beatty opens up about her situation with Mel and her sexuality. Listen, let me tell you something. BD, I just think you're bored. Again, women kill me because again, Women are the only creatures that could go out here, you know what I'm saying, play a dick and die for a couple of months, or whatever the case may be, but and could just come right on back and be accepted into, like, I just like, because none of it made sense, Beatty. It really did nothing. Your entire existence with this young lady makes absolutely positively no type of sense to me. It just didn't. And you tried your damnedest to make it make sense, but it don't make sense, baby. It don't. So you met her, or she met you, when y'all already had men. Did y'all just decided to rope y'all men in to this little entanglement that y'all want to have and expected them to be okay with it? She wants to get with an ex-boyfriend, somebody that been around longer than you. He don't fool with it like that. And in the next episode, you went around here talking about somehow she was falling away from you because she wanted to be with him more, and so on. It's like, and I'm gay as fuck, and y'all confused like this had to been the most confused about a bitch's sexuality that I think I could have ever, like. Toya feels like Mel was really the one that felt the way about the picture, and she projected that onto her. Could be, could be, could be, because Beatty just seems so outgoing. It do seem a little weird that she would just go off on a tangent about not being in the pit. Girl, I don't know. Moving on. Reginae tells her straight up that she don't like Mel. Mel straight up don't like your ass either, and we figure that out in the next episode, so the feeling is neutral. Casey doesn't feel like they support his music enough, and that was the end of the episode. Again, Casey, I don't think it's that they don't support your music. I just feel like they feel the same way I feel. Child, go to work. Go to work. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention, friend. All right? Go to work. Like, listen, music is not your home. Listen, rapping does not pay the mortgage. Rapping does not put food on the table. Do you understand me? Do you need to go back and listen to Sister Act 2? Because Renita Mama, she meant with every word of what she said to Renita down to that dinner table. Do you hear me? Moving on. That was the end of that episode. Now we're going to get down to episode 2, Birthday Brawl. So the episode continues with the family dinner, child. And Toya pulls Nate to the side to try to get her to open up about her and Armand following each other on social media. But she's not ready to talk about it. And I'm on her side with that. Toya goes to do Pilates with Bianca and Danielle to work out and vent. This was a cute little filler scene because it wasn't nothing but her regurgitating what we already saw from the prior episodes. So we ain't got to get in all of that. Reginae goes to see her bestie, Lourdes, to talk and vent about the whole Armand situation between her and Armand. Shout out to Lourdes. Lourdes was one of the OMG girls. She said her and Reginae been besties since they was 10, so this is a real best friend of hers. So what I can appreciate from this show is that the both of them don't mind putting their family and their friends on. If they rock with you like that, it's obvious that they gonna be there to, do something. So I'm down with them for that. Listen, Reginae, you did some real little girl shit with Armand, and Armand said, yeah, he not down with the little girl antics. I understand, Armand, because it's like not everything has to be shared or bought for social media. You know what I mean? And then because you went up there and because you got mad that he didn't answer you when you wanted him to answer you, you got upset, went on your Twitter, bashed him for not hitting you up. And now this is why you're in the predicament that you're in. And now you're sitting here crying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like no tea, no shade, Reginae, but that was some real little girl shit. And that's why he took it the way that he took it. And I don't blame him for taking it the way that he took it. Because in his eyes, you just could have went off on him in a text message, not carried that to social media. You know what I mean? I will say this. I'm gonna hold that. We got to get more episodes in before I give Reginae any damn credit. Um, Toya and Reginae go jewelry shopping in hopes that Nay will open up about what happened between her and Armand, which she did. Toya just gave her the best thing that you could give, the best advice that you could give to a daughter as a parent who's going through a heartbreak, and we could just leave it at that. Um, Beatty goes to see Danielle to talk about the family dinner and about Mel. Beatty wants to bring Mel to Anita's party, and Danielle says, absolutely not, under any circumstances should I think you should do that. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair to Miss Anita, nor is it fair to the rest of the family, especially considering the fact that they have this type of feelings towards her. So why are you trying to force this woman on them? You forcing her on them isn't going to make them want to be around her any more or any less. But whatever, Beatty. Casey goes off on Toya thinking that she canceled the party. And so because of which he wasn't going to be able to perform his song, but that wasn't even the case. The venue pulled out and they had to find another venue, and that's why that happened the way that it did. Casey, you're going to be the reason why don't none of the family deal with you because you want to be so quick to go off on people versus having a simple conversation to have a simple understanding. Moving on. Red plays ball with Armand. Red talks to him about what's going on between him and Reginae. Listen, a lot of y'all need to mind y'all business. It's only been 9 months at that point. You don't even really know a nigga until years. Be clear. 9 months ain't, listen, 9 months is full of breakups to makeups. That's all they gonna do in the first 9 months. Like y'all doing way too much. Like y'all need to mind y'all business, allow them to navigate their relationship. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, great. Life goes on. They're still young. Like y'all was making too big of a deal about a child. That is that. Listen, that's not her husband. That ain't her baby daddy. They ain't got them kind of ties to each other. Let them figure it out. Y'all mind your business. Y'all was making it too big of a deal. Anyway, Toya and Beatty go to check out the new venue. Beatty says that her and Mel aren't going to be together anymore because she doesn't like the way that Mel is moving when it comes to the nigga that she was with first. So I don't understand what it is that Beatty is expecting. Like you're not gonna carry that type of. I mean, you're just not Beatty. No shade. That's been somebody that's been around for a long ass time, honey. Like he's always gonna come before you. Like that's what I'm saying. It's always women that could go out here and just play around and being part-time bulldaggers. Like I don't understand it. When real dykes gotta work for the pussy. Y'all just go out there and just you mad with him. So now you want to play around with women. Like whatever. As a result of all of this, she decided that she doesn't want to live with Mel. She doesn't want to move in with her. They breaking their lease or whatever because it's just not working out. Even with the men, it ain't working out. She wants to move in with Toya. Toya thinks that that'll be a great idea because it will help them bond and move closer as sisters. Could. So, we'll see if it happens, Toya. Beatty still wants to bring Mel to the party. Toya left it up to her. Toya, you just should have been real with your feelings, sis. You just should have said absolutely not. This is about Miss Anita. It's not about me and you. I don't feel the need or see any reasons for that to be the time to make that happen. You know what I mean? But fine. Moving on. Casey flipping out comes up again. I'm sick of hearing about it at this point. So we get down to Miss Anita's birthday party. Everybody comes. Shout out to everybody showing up. Everybody comes. Everybody look good. Everybody in good spirits. Until Beatty shows up with Mel. And then all hell breaks loose because that's when Reginae decides to jump her ass up in it and has to let Mel know about the feelings that the family. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't really feel as though Reginae should have been the one to start that conversation off. All right. One, that's her aunt. Two, that's the aunt's girlfriend. Three, compared to them, you still a damn child. Just saying. I feel as though Reginae should have stayed out of that. And I do feel as though Toya should have, been the one to just let it have stayed between them, because then Reginae's telling her feelings, Mel gets annoyed, and then you got Reginae and Toya both coming at Mel. And then when Mel decides to defend herself, then everybody's going to look at her as public enemy number one. You see what I'm saying? That's why I just feel sometimes it's best for just Reginae to just zip it and allow some things to just be handled up amongst them. You know what I mean? Because because I feel like everybody is going to want to blame it all on Mel, but I just feel like Mel came with okay intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see when Mel came there looking for an issue, looking for an argument, looking to have a problem with anybody. I just feel as though it kind of fell into her lap a little bit. If anything, I would blame all of this on B, because BD had no business bringing that girl there. She did. Like, my opinion, BD had no business bringing her there. She didn't, especially after she had the conversation with Toya, and Toya was giving her reluctance. I place the blame on B. I do. I place the blame on B. But yeah, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Toya and Reginae was entertaining. It was interesting. It was entertaining. It gave me something to look at, child. I never thought I'd say it, but it did. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. Like I said, the views on this would determine whether or not this stays on the repertoire. So if y'all like it, y'all want this to stay on the repertoire, I suggest y'all get these views up, get these likes up. Give me up to 500 likes. If y'all give me up to 500 likes, I will keep this on. If not, sayonara. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Okay, viva la baba. Adios, amigo. It's gone. Like me. Back.
So tonight.